Well, Savannah, when you started boxing a few years ago now in Hartlepool, I bet this wasn't kind of what you thought you'd be doing in a few years' time, sailing down the Thames, having a media workout, I should say, getting ready for, one of the biggest fights we've ever seen on these shores.
No, never. I think closest I could have got to this was probably going to dinghy down the Tyne. Not on a boat in the Thames. No, never.
It's something else though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's overwhelming thinking how much Sky and Boxer are backing this.
Savannah, Ben's mentioned about being a sellout or two on a Saturday night. What kind of support are you bringing from home? Because it seems like it's really gripped the nation, but I can only imagine what it's like around the northeast.
It's overwhelming. Honestly, I always feel a bit,
Yeah.
because it's an expensive do.
Yeah.
And I always feel a bit, people are spending the money to come down, hotels, trains, coaches, and it's overwhelming. It's unbelievable.
A lot's been made about the history with the pair of you, but what's it been like this week when it's become very real? Because, we know the history between yourself and Claressa, the back and forth and all the rest of it. You've seen a bit of each other in recent months, but now when you know it's so close, I mean, how crucial has Peter been in terms of you, not just getting you right physically, but mentally for this occasion now? Because the event's massive now.
Oh, it's huge, and when I'm not ringing with him, he's ringing me every twice a day, 3 times a day, and at the time I look up and think, is he ringing me again? But I know what he's doing. He's checking in, he's seeing what I'm thinking, seeing what I'm doing. So yeah, he's always had me back, and especially this week.
Savannah, regarding the fight itself, I think we've spoke about amateurs. Everyone knows what Claressa's done as an amateur. So, but by itself, do you think form-wise going into this fight certainly with you?
Look, I think if I'm not ready Saturday, I never ever will be. That is
Career
generally
best
what I
shape,
think.
without a doubt.
100%. I've trained hard. I've trained really hard. I've left no stone unturned. And like I said, stone unturned. And like I said, if I'm not ready now, I never will be.
Yeah.
Will there be a bit of respect between the pair of you, whatever happens after the fight?
Oh, 100%. I've never underestimated who she is, what she's done, anything like that. She's just not my vibe. Do you know what I mean? She's not my.
Well, we've seen that, and the gloves are off. I mean, it's pretty evident. Did you enjoy doing that, actually, just sitting there?
It was good,
did you think you were
actually.
getting under her skin?
Well, this is the weird thing, and it shouldn't be like this. I'm very comfortable in her presence, and it shouldn't be like that. Do you know, I should be intimidated, but I'm not.
This fella knows obviously a lot of the work you do behind the scenes. He's told me about obviously sparring, and his brother Will, your brother Will, of course, he swerved it every time. He don't want to get in with you. He's not having it. Obviously, an aspiring fighter himself, but again, that's what it's all about, isn't it? All those years that people don't see, all the stuff behind the scenes that people don't see, and it comes to this, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. All the whacks you take, all the times you're laying in bed thinking, I've got another session in a couple of hours. How am I going to get through it? Yeah, it's all worth it. Yeah.
Savannah, do you know, from sort of being an amateur, everyone would have said, I'm right in saying you had an out-and-out amateur style. Did you yourself, before linking up with Peter Fury, did you know that you was made for this professional game? Did you know that yourself deep down? Or do you put a huge part of that down to Peter, the link up?
No, never. I only turned pro because I got offered a contract by Mayweather Promotions, and I thought I was set for life. It's the only reason I turned pro. But there was time, I've spoke about this before, when first couple of sessions with Peter, he was like, right, drop your hands. I was like, what? Drop your hands? Like, I'm going to get knocked out here. And there was times I was shadowboxing in the mirror, looking at myself thinking, you are crap. You are going to get knocked out. But thank God I listened, because he's given me this style and it hasn't done me wrong so far.
What's the plan then when you get your arm raised after the fight at the weekend? What are you going to do? I mean, you kind of then reached the pinnacle, and a lot of fighters struggle when they reach the pinnacle. It's like, what am I going to do now? So have you thought about that?
Little bit, yeah, but I'm trying to savour every moment of this week, because I'm never going to get a fight, a rivalry. There's never going to be a rivalry like this again. And let's hope there's a rematch or a trilogy or anything like that, but it's never going to top this, ever. So I'm just trying to savour every moment.
Enjoy it.
Savannah, we look forward to seeing you become undisputed on Saturday.